Hi Leo, and welcome to your Twin Flame Journey Tarot reading. This is for June 2019. I'm going to try to bring forth all scenarios for twin flames, and for those of you who have not met your twin flame, this reading could be bringing forth information about what you guys are working on in your personal lives before you come into union, okay? So Leo, I'm going to start by pulling some chakra dice to see where you and your twin flame are filling each other, which chakra, or where you may be connected if we are separated. So let's see. All right, so you guys have the root chakra coming out. So one of you is really feeling this connection or separation in the root. Those of you who have not met your twin flame, there may be a part of you that doesn't feel totally grounded because there's this just deeper knowing that you are part of something a bit bigger than what you are experiencing on your own here. So let's see. Okay. A 5. So Leo, what I have here with this is 5 is the throat chakra. So root chakra, throat chakra. What that tells me is there's a lot of things that have not been said, or there's conversations that have to take place, just depending. If you're separated, this would be a lot of things that were not said, and it's really affecting one or both of you at the very core, all right? The root chakra, the root is the basis of everything. So the unspoken words or what was said in anger wasn't meant, like whatever this is, it has shaken the foundation of one or both of you. Quite a big deal, actually. Those of you who are in union with twin flame, this could be a completely different message where you guys are going to have a conversation, or you're going to have several conversations throughout the month of June that really solidify the relationship itself or the next step of the relationship, just wherever you're at on your journey with your twin flame. For those of you who are in union, I actually feel like this is a very positive thing. Like, we're gonna be able to freely and openly express ourselves. Those of you who have not met your twin flame, I would take this to be one of you is working on root chakra, other is working on throat chakra. Root chakra is establishing oneself, okay, creating a foundation in life is the way I'm reading it through these twin flames. And the throat chakra is where somebody is learning to become very empowered and learn to express themselves and not hold back in anything that they say and feel, whereas maybe in the past they are more likely to do that to accommodate the other person involved, okay? So Leo, root and throat chakra, highly emphasized for you and your twin flame month of June. Now let's pull a card here to see what is the predominant energy between you and your twin flame. All right, soulmates. Okay, beautiful, Leo. This is, I feel, a mutual recognition of love on both sides, whether we're together or we are separated, okay? And I will give you an example. I actually, first time ever, just did a twin flame reading in person with both parties in the relationship were present, okay? They're broken up. They're in relationships with other people. So the fact that Spirit set up this like reading for both of them to come together and sit with me for an hour and look at the journey of their union or separation at this time was actually pretty magical to me, that could happen. But here's the thing, it's like they are separated, they're in relationships with other people. It's been about a year since they broke up, but they still really love each other, and but they know they're not ready to be in a relationship with each other again. And you know, to most people that wouldn't make sense, but twin flame journey is definitely that. It's a journey, and it was really beautiful, everything that came through, Leo, and I kind of feel that with this. And it's where those of you who are separated, I think you both really want to be together, but it's just right now is not the right time for whatever reason. And, you know, by the end of that reading that I was doing for those twin flames in person, the male, who happened to be a Capricorn, was like breaking down and bawling his eyes out, okay? Spirit can get into anybody, and so bring forth the messages that they need to hear. And so, I don't know, those of you who are separated, Leo, I really feel that strongly. I haven't felt it for any of the other twin flame reads that I've done so far for June, just you guys. So, separated, you both recognize each other, okay? You know what this is. Somehow, some way, either heart, soul, subconscious, conscious, you know, whatever. But it's like not the right time to be together, those of you who are separated, okay? Could be one of you is really establishing yourself and foundation in the world, while the other is learning to really properly express and articulate themselves, all right? So those of you who are separated, this is a mutual knowing at a soul level, and the connection is felt equally on both sides. Those of you who have not met your twin flame, again, you both kind of feel that pulling inside that there's more, there's somebody more, there's somebody that you have got to meet, that you will meet, okay? You both feel that equally. And I just think with that coming through so strong, the meeting of this twin flame may be very soon, but you know, just because of that message that I got about a reading that I did for another couple, or, well, they're not a couple right now, but twin flames. And I'll get back to that because what I saw in that reading was very interesting. It's you guys, you both just have like this work to do, and if you come together, if you meet, just like that reading, it might be where you come together and then separate, and it's like, you know, that that's who you want to be with, but there's just some part of you that's like, it's not the right time. I don't know, very strong for even those of you who haven't met yet. It doesn't have to be that that's how it's going to play out, but definitely could with that coming through so strong. Now, those of you in union, this is beautiful energy. Like I said, with the root and the throat chakra, there's some sort of a deepening, solidifying of the relationship, going to the next level. It's quite beautiful, Leo. So anyways, those of you who are separated, what I saw in that twin flame reading was exactly what they were feeling. The feminine, she needs to learn to become very independent and stand on her own 2 feet and properly express and articulate herself, okay? She actually had the throat chakra dice come through on her side. Now, the masculine of the reading, it was big time for crown chakra. For him, and that is him coming into himself and his true emotion and learning to express that and learning how to be vulnerable and sensitive and soft. And so I could see that the love was there and the twin flame card came out, but they can't be together because they are working on different things right now for personal growth, and the relationships that they're in with other people at this time are proper to help facilitate that growth that they both need to achieve on their own. And it's different growth in each one of them, okay? And I did see, like, down the road, you know, Spirit brings them back. When that is, I could not give them a timeline on that. But it's like, don't stop living your life waiting around for your twin flame and you to reunite. Because if you're separated, it's because there's work to be done. And that's at a personal level, heart, mind, soul. You know, it's different for all of you. So if you are separated, you know, some of you, you're learning to become an independent and learn how to articulate yourself, just like the feminine in that reading, okay? So let's pull some cards here to see what's going on in the heart space of you and the heart space of your twin flame in June. And the reading was actually for a Capricorn and a Sagittarius, okay, Leo? So you're a fire sign. So those of you dealing with an earth sign, this could be, you know, very significant reading for you. So messages was trying to jump out, and then date invitation fell out when I was letting it out. So Leo over here is messages on your side, and date invitation is over here on this side. Now, if you feel you resonate more as this being your side, Leo, that's fine. You can swap it. Or if you're a cross watcher and you feel like this is more you and Leo's more over here, that's fine. So what I see here in our heart space, okay, this is just the heart space. This doesn't mean this is what's going to happen. Look at this, messages. So this reading is really strong for those of you who are separated or haven't met, because those of you who are in union, like I said, it's beautiful. You guys are going to a new level. So I'll pull messages through for you guys as they come, but this is strongly for separated twin flames. In your heart, Leo, I see unspoken words, just like, you know, when we did the dice at the start of the reading, a lot of things like that you want to say, that you want to express, that maybe words you wish you could take back, or you want to explain yourself, or maybe like the masculine in that twin flame read, you are one who is coming more into connection with who you are at your soul level, working on being able to better connect to your emotional body and express that outwardly, okay? Or that could be, you know, your twin flame here, what they're working on. But Leo, with this, it's words left unsaid. I just want to talk to you. I just want to communicate with you. And over here on this side, date invitation, that's what's in their heart space. Like they want to come together with you as well, Leo. I feel like that's why Spirit brought forth that twin flame reading that I did for that separated couple, is because Spirit knew that this reading was going to come out for you guys. And it's so, the vibration of this is so similar, because separated, I see like I want to be with that person, like that's who I see myself with, but there's something that is like right now is not the time. There's work and growth to be done. Same thing with those of you who haven't met your twin flame, like they have this equal desire to connect, to find their roots, just as you do, okay? A very beautiful energy that goes between. Those of you who are in union, I feel like you guys are celebrating, you're being romantic with each other, you're having a lot of deep conversations. Again, there's something where you're going to the next level or solidifying the relationship in a new way. So let's see what's going on in the mental body. Whoa, okay. We're just going to pull two, but it has to be from this pile. So let's see. Okay, right there. So we have the Illuminaries, Destiny, Northern Star, Past Life. So Leo, over here on this side, in the mental body, it's showing you pretty much with your twin flame, like that's who I belong with. Whether you're in union or separated, in your soul, that you believe that is the one, okay? In their mental body, what do we have? 8 of Thoughts, blinded, projections, restrictions. So, Leo, with this, it appears that your twin flame has a bit more work to do than you do, like with, because this is the 8 of Thoughts with consciousness, they definitely in their heart space feel like this is, you're the one, but something in their mental body sees a huge incompatibility between the two of you, okay? Those of you who are separated. You, on the other hand, it's like you know, like you know, like you know. Over here, there's confusion, there's some complication, and there's some consciousness shifting that must take place for them to, you know, come to the same understanding as you, all right? Those of you in union, this to me, 8 of Thoughts coming out and Illuminaries, it's like through the conversation and communication, you guys really come to understand each other. You're on the same page in a way that you haven't been before, okay? So this is really good for connected twin flames, for sure. Now let's see what's going on at the soul level. All right, Leo, on your side, we have a spiritual business. And over here on your twin flame, we have the Buddha. Wow. Leo, you and your twin flame are some spiritual folks. I will say that right now. One of you could have a spiritually based business or practice already, or, you know, one of you could be leading towards this. Wow, okay, I'm getting a lot with that coming out. So let's start with joined twin flames. Joined twin flames, if you guys have been talking about starting a spiritually based business, or just starting a business of your own, it doesn't have to be spiritually based. Leo, I really feel it's like you guys are destined to do that. Like it's definitely a potential for your life journeys this lifetime. And if you guys have been talking about it or thinking about it, this to me would be your confirmation, because spiritual business sits on one side, and on the other side we have the Buddha. The Buddha is a very wise old soul. This is somebody who's quite intuitive, always has the right words, channels a lot of information just from the nebula of the universe. Like, it's not from like any one being. It's just this person is so tapped in. They pick up on everything. Very spiritual being here. Spiritual business. I mean, wow. Those of you in, you know, union, because I will say, as I always say, to me, twin flame is not this romantical love story. It has so much to do with soul and spiritual like journey and mission this lifetime. And you guys, wow, Leo, I see that you have a spiritual mission with your twin flame, those of you in union. And if this isn't like spiritually based business, this is a business of your own somehow, some way, all right? Or one of you becoming self-employed somehow, some way. And I feel this is your confirmation of absolutely. And you guys just really need to talk about it, brainstorm, and that might be what is solidifying and anchoring down for you guys in the month of June, okay? So I love that for you couples. Those of you who are separated, listen, again, one of you could have a spiritually based practice or business, and the other one is like starting to awaken to their divinity, all right? And once they're fully awakened, they're the Buddha, okay? They're just tuned in all the way, and they're incredibly intuitive. They could be psychic. Mediumship could come through that. But it's like one of you is awakened to your spiritual gifts, and the other one is just now starting to awaken to them. It's like they're beginning that process. And if one of you doesn't already have a spiritually based business, I feel like the joining, when you come back together, like that's part of the journey, okay? You guys do that together, or again, one of you is already on that path. Now, again, this doesn't have to be spiritual, Leo. This could be where one of you is self-employed or has a brilliant idea, and the union coming together is what allows it to actually happen and unfold. So I love that, okay? This side, Leo, which is the side I see as you, is very awakened, very tapped into their core. This side is just now beginning to awaken, but in your heart space, you guys only desire each other. Okay, so let's pull some more cards, Leo. Oh, and I'm sorry, those of you who haven't met your twin flame, I definitely feel that you guys have spiritual mission when you guys finally come together, and you might open up your own business somehow, some way, okay? And so that's why Spirit's really working on them and really growing them, and you might already have premonitions of this within, since I'm showing this side is quite awakened. So let's see, Leo. Okay, so we have Six of Ego energy. This is really for those of you who are separated. there, you guys are both like still watching each other, or one of you is really spying on the other, okay? Um, or those of you who are in union, whatever this business is, whatever this ability, whatever, I feel you guys are going to be very successful. A lot of eyes on you, okay? Now we have the 10 of karmic energy. Okay, so I'm just going to pull them all out. Let's see. Now we have 9 of ego energy, 8 of karmic energy, and 8 of heart energy. All right, Leo. So separated twin flames. Listen, one of you or both of you, I feel it's really strongly more one of you is in a relationship that is truly just a house of cards. It's fake. It's whatever is being put out on social media is just like photoshopped highlights of good time that almost never happens. Like, it's whatever's being presented through social media or together when we're out in a crowd. It's fake. It's not real. It's a house of cards. So it could be where, one of you is seeing the other in this relationship and it really hurts. But it just, Leo, if that's you watching your twin flame be in this relationship with somebody else and they look like they're so happy, they're not. They're not. And this goes the other way, Leo, is if you're separated from your twin flame and you're in a relationship with somebody else right now, I feel that you are trying to present it and make it look better than what it is. Because you know that your twin flame is still looking in. And I say that because whoever this is, or this could be both of you both could be in other relationships. And if you are, phony baloney, which is, I will tell you, an element that I saw in that twin flame reading I did for that separated couple. I'm like, I don't even know why you guys are in these relationships, but I get it. There's soul growth that has got to take place. So if you both are in another relationship, I call it as phony baloney. I don't believe it. Next, because now we have this 9 of ego energy. This is a huge regret and remorse for the choices that were made connecting to this relationship right here. And 8 of karmic energy. This is where it was inevitable. Okay, Leo, those of you who are separated, this is like you or them or a combination of both of you, there is a lot of karmic energy that had to be resolved and sorted out with other people that did not involve each other. A lot to do with this right here. Okay, so I know that since this is coming out for June, that is still in process for one or both of you. Now, 8 of heart energy, that right there is temporary disconnection. So Leo, those of you who are separated, I know you are going to come back together somehow, some way, whether that's just to talk or actually get back together for good. I know that your separation is only temporary, okay? Those of you who are in existing unions, to me, this is like energy that you guys are overcoming. Like, you guys are really going to the next level. I don't feel like this speaks to you at all whatsoever, okay? Those of you who haven't met your twin flame yet, this is just kind of letting you know what's going on with them. I feel they're clearing up some karmic energy, okay? Now we have Ace of karmic energy. This is all that glitters isn't gold. That's coming out under this I'm watching from afar. So yeah, you or your twin flame, those of you who are separated, you both are putting on a front like you're all good, better now, like Post Malone's song, Better Now, perfect for this. Perfect, like, let me put on this front, but the truth at the end of the day is I still miss you. And that's what I see here. It's just, it's all for show. And now we have the masculine of heart energy. So to me, it's like who's ever in the phony relationship, their heart is still here with Leo. Or Leo, if you're in the phony relationship, your heart is still here with this person. Or if you both, it's like your hearts are still with each other. And yeah, because look at 9 of ego energy. This is deep remorse and regret. What do we have? Twin flame union. Yep. You guys are still in each other's hearts. And you know what? Those who are joined twin flames, some of you with this guy, like it just really caught me. One of you may have had some like alcohol issues or some sort of addictive, like addictions, and you and your twin, whoever had it, like you really overcome a lot and have come a long way. And that's why we have the twin flame union, because the karma, the addictions, whatever that is, like you guys have overcome it together as a union. All right. So that's really beautiful to see. Okay, over here, 7 of karmic energy. That sits under this 8 of karmic energy. So whether it's you or your twin, who are in these other relationships, it's like that those relationships are going to crumble, because now under this 8 of heart energy we have action of ego energy, which this is where somebody is really starting to think about things and see things in a much different perspective than they did before. And I feel like it's over here, Leo, whether you feel this is your side or the side of your twin flame. Yeah, this is so strong for those who are separated, because those in union, it's like things are just getting better. Like you guys are finally overcoming some stuff and moving forward, and maybe even starting your own business, like I said. And those of you separated, somebody's really going through a lot. Like Spirit's working on their ego, and they're just starting to see things from a different perception. And no matter how pretty they're making their new relationship look, it's not. They still miss you, Leo, or you still miss them, or you both miss each other if you're off with other people. Okay, so I'm going to look at past, present, and future, and look at what's on the bottom there. Twin flame journey. All right, so for past energy, we have love yourself. So separated, this is where there was just no longer a compatibility. Those in union, this is the healing coming into the relationship where you guys are starting to overcome some heavy stuff. In the present, we have mutual damage. Yep, Leo, that right there tells me you and your twin hurt equally. You miss each other equally, no matter what it looks like. All right. And those of you in union, this is to me where what happens to you really affects your twin. What happens to your twin really affects you. And you guys are like achieving some balance of that energy, so that, you know, there's more flow and we're not both upset at the same time. Like, I don't know, it's learning how to be there for each other better than you were in the past. And that's not to say you're not there for each other, but there's just something changing here for you guys, and you're becoming closer. All right, and future, change yourself. Look at that. Leo, those of you separated, Spirit cannot bring you back together until you one or both of you have finished your spiritual work for your personal journeys, just however that pertains to you. And that came through very, very strongly. But you both really love each other and feel each other and hurt the same, okay, regardless of what it looks like. Those of you in union, yeah, there's a big, beautiful shift and change happening for you guys, Leo. And it's like going to the next level. It's very positive. The hard time was very temporary. All right. So, Leo, those are your messages. I'm wishing you all the very best. Take care.